Hi, good evening everyone. Today we will be starting with the 123 scenario of Apex Trigger. In the same scenario, we will be cloning the functionality of chatbot that we are using nowadays in order to raise a case. Let's take an example. Your internet gets stopped. So what you do, you always go on to Airtel Thanks app, and if you are using a GeoNet, then you use the Geo Thanks app. And similarly, there are many apps where they provide you the chatbot. So there you have an option that you are facing issue with network, you are facing issue with billing, and you are facing issue with the router. So these type of keywords are available there. So what we will be doing here, we will be writing a trigger on case. So as soon as a case is inserted or updated, then based upon the description, we will be picking the correct category. So we will be having a discussion about category in a minute, what all categories we will be keeping, and based upon that category we will be keeping the priority of the case. Also, if I check the account field as well, if the account priority is equal to high, then we also need to set the priority equal to high without a miss of the category that we are checking it here. So let's see what all categories we have kept in this trigger. So I was talking about intelligence mapping for the keywords in the description. If we check the description, then if these words are there like internet, slow, disconnect or router, then we will be setting the correct category of a case as network support. And further, if I talk about laptop system repair hardware, then we will be setting it for hardware support. Further, if I talk about billing support, the billing support will be bill, payment, charge, invoice. And other than this, login issue will be login, OTP, password access. If this is issue, then we will be keeping the login support. And if I talk about other support, any other keyword if we are landing on to, so we will be keeping the other support as a category. Also, if I talk about it, so we will be keeping the priority based upon this. So if it is billing or login, so it is a medium priority, and if it is a network or hardware support, then high priority. And if it is other support, the person is not adding any keyword in the description, then we will be keeping it as low priority. So let's start with this trigger. So let's start about prerequisite. In order to start with this trigger, we will be creating two fields. One is basically a queue field that will act as a text. So I haven't created, so let's create it now. So you can also create it as a lookup by creating a groups as a queue. So I'm keeping it as text so that our code look clean. So let's create a text. So let's add it as a queue. So we will be giving a network support, IT support. These are the standard keyword. So that we don't face any issue further while mapping this. But if you want to try, you can map it with the original queue by adding a user in the queue as well. So for now we have kept it as a queue. Other than this, we have created one more field, that is category on the case. So if I talk about category, we have kept 5 values in the category, that is network, billing, login, hardware and others. So based upon this only, based upon our keyword mapping, we will be mapping this. For example, if I talk about if my category is support, the support network, based upon network we will be setting it network, and here we will be giving support underscore network as a queue. So other than this, we will be using all the standard fields. If I talk about description, that is standard. If I talk about priority, that is also standard. If I talk about account rating, based upon it, we will be setting the priority. If the account rating is hot, then by default we need to set a case as hot. So this is also, all the things are standard. So let's start with the trigger. First thing that we always consider in every trigger, on which object we need to write a trigger. Do we need to write a trigger on case, or do we need to write trigger on account? So which object we need to write a trigger? So since our case is getting inserted and based upon keyword in the description, we are updating our queue as well as we are updating our category. So we will be using here before insert and before update operation, because based upon the description we only want to update the same record. so that we don't face any system.read-only error while making an update again on the same record. So we will be going for the before insert. So let's open our developer console. So I will be opening it in new tab. So I haven't created the trigger till now. So let's create a trigger, that is trigger on case, new Apex class. So let's name it case handler. I do this in the background, but I forgot to make it. So let's make it on in the live. So what I will be writing, trigger on case, and further here I will be selecting my case object. So let's select the case object here. Where's the case object here in the description? So it is here. So once our trigger is ready, so we will be writing the trigger on before insert, before update. So what I will be doing here, if trigger dot is before and trigger dot is insert or trigger dot is update, then in that case what you need to do, you need to use you need to call case handler dot handle queue category and queue category and queue, and here we will be passing trigger dot new. Once this is passed, let's copy this method name and let's go here, and what I will be doing, I will be doing public static void method name. Here I will be calling the list of case, and after this we will be calling new records, and here what I will be doing, I will be saving this. So let's save the method name, and once this class gets saved, we will also save our trigger so that our framework don't face any challenge here. So we are done with the saving of this trigger as well. So first thing that we will be doing here is we will be picking our case, if the case has account ID or not. If CS is equal to new records, and further what I will be doing, if CS dot account ID is not equal to null, then what you need to do, let's add a set of ID here, set of ID that is account ID set is equal to new set of ID. Once we are done with this, what we will be doing, account ID set dot add cs dot account ID. Once we are done with this, we will be saving this, and after saving we will be querying all the fields of account that we will be needing here. So what I will be doing, I will be creating a map of ID comma account, that is acc map is equal to new map of ID comma account. Why we have created this map? Because we want a map type of behavior. So here we will be adding the round bracket, and oh my bad, we will be adding just a bracket, and here we will be writing over here query select ID comma name comma rating from account where ID in which set, that is account ID set. Once this is saved, we will be saving our trigger, and after doing this, I think we got an error here, cannot be in the statement. So I have done a small mistake here. This bracket I was doing right earlier, so this bracket will be coming here only. So let's save this out, and we are good. So now we have account map with which we can set the priority as high, but now we want a description keywords that we have already checked here in this. So if I talk about the keywords, we have some keywords like internet slow. So I have already opened the slide that we were using earlier. So let's open the slide so that we don't get confused while creating this trigger what all keywords are there. So we will be going here. So I will be increasing the size, or let's open this trigger, this yes. So these are the keyword that we will be using. So in order to use this keyword, so what I will be doing, I will be just calling this for loop again, and what I will be doing for, and after writing this, first thing that what I will be doing, if the string dot is not blank, if I will be adding string is not blank, what we need to check, that is cs dot description, then we need to write something else blank, else we will be adding else let's add here, and what we will be doing, cs dot category is equal to other, and what we will do, cs dot other field, that is q, is equal to support port underscore other. So these are the two fields that we need to set, and let's set the cs dot priority equal to low. So let's assume that you haven't set anything, you haven't given nothing in the description. So by default we want to set the category as other, we will be setting the queue as support other, and we will be setting the priority as low. So once we are done with this, so else what we will be doing if it is not blank, so we will be taking one variable, that is string description, string desc, and we will be making this into a lowercase dot description to lower case. So by doing this, our full description will get sorted in the lowercase. Once we are done with this, let's make it desc1, because desc is one keyword that is already there. So here now it is not giving any issue. So after doing this, what I will be doing, I will be doing this, if disk1 dot contains key internet slow disconnect or router. So what I will be doing, if desc1 dot contains which keyword is there, that is internet slow disconnect router. So what I will be doing, internet, or let's copy this out, let's copy full line contains. So I will be copying this full line, let's paste it here. Other keyword is router, so yes, it is slow disconnect router, so it is slow. Let's copy this full so that we don't have to type it again, and let's paste it here, and instead of this we will be doing this disconnect, and further I will be giving router. Then in that case what we will be doing, we will be setting cs.category is equal to network, and cs.q is equal to support network is equal to, we will be just naming support underscore network, and based upon our diagram we will be keeping the priority as high. So cs dot priority is equal to high. So let's copy this full if else part. So let's copy it, and we will be just changing our condition, and here else if it contains. So I have already written the case earlier, so let's copy this out so that we don't have to write it again. So if else if desc1 contains bill, if it contains payment, if it contains charge, or if it contains invoice, then it is billing and its priority is medium. Similarly, we will be copying all the parts, that is for login and hardware. So let's copy login and hardware, and for other case as well, if the other case is also available, then we will be copying that. So we will not be doing the writing it again and again, and we will be saving over time. So I hope everyone is clear till here. So we will be just pasting over this. So it is a login issue, so it is having a priority 1. So let's change the DESC one while having a discussion further. If it is login, if it is OTP, if it is password, and if it is access, then it is support, and it is a login issue. Similarly, if it is laptop system repair hardware, then we will be considering as hardware issue and the priority equal to higher. So once we are done with these, and else part for this, if it doesn't contain anything, then we will be keeping this as low. So this is the first part. So after else, this is a full. If the description is not blank, then this if else is working, else this else is working. So I hope everyone is clear till here. Just the last part is pending, that is a VIP customer. So you must have remembered that we have kept one account record, account map as well. So what I will be doing, if cs.account id is not equal to null, if cs.account id is not equal to null, and acc map dot contains key, that is cs.account id, then in that case only we will be writing this trigger, that is if acc map.get get cs.account id dot rating if double equal to hot, then in that case you will be setting the priority as high, whatsoever we will the reason. So what I will be setting, I will be setting the priority equal to high. So once we are done with this, we will be saving over trigger. So I hope the requirement is complex, plus our trigger is easy. So I think it is giving some problem. That is CS. Where is C creating an issue? At line number 22. I think the issue is in these lines. So at CS dot category, it is CS everywhere. So let's add 1-2 minutes in order to resolve all the issues that are coming now. It is CS, and further if I go here CS. So these all got resolved, just these are pending. So let's save it out again, and let's see if we are getting some issue. Yes, we are getting some issue, that is if this is getting in line. We haven't added the semicolon in these lines, so that is why we are facing the issue. So once we save this trigger, our trigger is done. Again we are getting some issue. Let's check line number 63 and 64. So where is 63? What is the map name? Yes, acc map.get cs.rating. It is in this issue. So I think that let's check this bracket. Where is this bracket getting closed? And this is for new records. Yes, now we are good. By removing s that is coming here, my trigger has been resolved. So let's try the trigger. So first of all, let's go here. Let's go on to service. Since we have already created the case here, so we will be going on to account first, and let's check step by step. In the Sachdeva one, I will be just giving the rating as hot. So let's set it to hot, and by setting it to hot, I will not give anything in the case, no description, nothing. And let's go here in the case object. If I go here, so let's give case is equal to phone, and let's say priority is equal to new. Let's save it out. So as soon as I make it saved, so if I go, the case priority has been set to high. Where is the case priority? Oh, case priorities has been set to high, and the category has been set to other, and queue has been set to support other, whereas the priority has been set to high. Now we will be just making it a plain. So we will be just going on account. If I go on to my account case, so let's go on to Sazeva one and let's change the rating to none. So I'm not setting the rating, so that this has been checked now. So let's save this and let's go and let's give the network in the description only. So we will be going here. So let's go here, and in the description, where is the description? I will be giving network. So network. So let's save this out. So as soon as we change it to network, now if I go here, I hope why the queue has not been changed. It is before update as well. So let's create one more keyword. So let's copy the keyword from here. So I think it is not network, it is router. So it is router. I was adding a wrong keyword here. So let's give a router here as well. Router. And after giving router, and let's save. And if I check here, so now your category has been set to network, and similarly it has been set to support network. So this complete our trigger number 123. If you like my content, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more such content. Have a nice day.